So now that we've got wall sliding working, it would be cool if we could also jump off of the walls, allowing for some pretty acrobatic maneuvers through our level. Let's go and edit our player script. And we want to find where we currently have our jumping working, which is here, when up arrow is pressed. This checks if we're standing still vertically and allows us to do our double jump. So let's edit the player script. Okay, we want to be working in here with the left and right movement keys function. And we want to find where the wall slide is happening here when you're touching on the left or touching on the right. And we want to modify this a little bit to allow us to detect if we're trying to jump while wall sliding and then do the jump. Now, because we want to do the jump here, here, and we also want to do the jump up here when we press our up arrow, it would be a bit of a waste for us to duplicate these blocks and have them in 3 places. So this is the perfect time to use a function. So let's go to functions, grab out do something, and name this jump. And then all of these blocks that we're doing essentially a jump, we'll put them in a function called jump. And then when up arrow is pressed, we're just going to run this function. Jump. There we go. Now, for jumping off of the walls while we're wall sliding, because we are now dealing with left and right and jumping, we might as well just rename this function to movement controls. And we want to work in here if touching on the left side, and in here if touching on the right side. That's where we're wall sliding. So let's go to control flow and grab an if block, and we want to check if you're trying to jump. So that's if the up arrow is pressed. So let's duplicate if a key is pressed, put it in our if block here, change this to up arrow if up arrow is pressed. And then let's go ahead and put this block inside our if block here for if touching on left side. So if we're touching on the left, and if the up arrow key is pressed, we want to do our jump. So we'll go to functions and grab jump, put that in there. Now, our jump and then our wall slide are going to be conflicting with each other. If we were to just play this, it wouldn't work nicely. So we need to turn this if into an if else. Drag the else into there, and then put the velocity y into the else. So if we're pressing the left key, if we're touching on the left side, and if we've pressed up, then we will jump. But if we haven't pressed up, but these other things are still true, then we will do our wall slide. Good. Let's duplicate that and do the same thing down in here. So we'll get rid of this velocity y 85 block, pop that in there, and this should make our wall sliding jumping work nicely. Let's test it out. Perfect. And that is pretty cool.